What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, Jam with J Money. We back. It's Friday, January 22nd. We here trying to get some money, man. Break down these NBA games, try to find some value. We're gonna recap yesterday. Blackjack, how was your day yesterday, my guy?
Brother, it was fantastic. 2-0 yesterday. Two winners with the under in the Bucks Lakers, and then the Jazz -7. The Jazz did the thing against the Pelicans again. Great day, man. Ready to keep it rolling.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, my guy. What about you, Junior? Everything good with you? Junior, I think your mute is on, my guy.
Oh, damn, bro.
There he is.
Am I live? Am I here?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. I know no one wants to, they ain't tuned into the show to stare at my face. So what I was saying is I went pretty heavy on the Lakers money line. Anytime you're going to give me the best team in the league as an underdog, I'm going to have to take that 100 times out of 100. I did not cash the Jazz first half, but I was watching the game, so I went pretty heavy on them in the second half. Pelicans got a lot of things to figure out. Stan Van Gundy's seat got to be getting pretty hot over there.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, the Lakers ended up getting the job done. There was a close game there. Lakers ended up getting the job done for pretty much the whole world. So the public gets their cash on that one. Bucks. I was on the Bucks on that one, so I ended up taking a loss. The Pelicans start out hot in that game yesterday. It seemed like they were pissed. Seemed like they came to play in the first half, and then the second half just fall apart. The Jazz really. The Jazz are just not to be messed with. They've won 7 straight games, covered all 7 of those games as well. And Donovan Mitchell going to have some. He's going to be pissed here early going as well after Shaq saying that he didn't think he was good enough, man. So and then Knicks, Blackjack. I know you was I was talking that one out, man. The Knicks end up winning that one outright. I mean, shit, I'm saying it. They end up matching up well. We see the money coming in on them. My sharp guys, they started hopping on the money line, all that, man. Had to ride with them small that one. The Knicks end up getting the job done, smacked the shit out of the Warriors, actually, to be honest with you. And then Draymond Green ended up getting thrown out, technical call. He wasn't even talking to the refs. That was crazy. They really changed the whole game, to be honest with you. They were starting to come back. It was 60-55 at that point. But hey, it ended up working out for the Knicks, man. And we told you, it was a little sleepy spot for the Warriors as well. They got the Jazz on deck, man. So just speaking of now, it was only 3 games yesterday, man. We're going to look to get back onto it today, my guys. We got the first game of the day, this Magic versus Pacers. Blackjack lined up at 2.5 for the Pacers, up to 4. They haven't been good without Miles Turner out there. If Miles Turner's not in, the Pacers, their defense has been absolutely terrible. We got the Magic here. They got Fournier back. Cole coming off a big shot. Do they ride that momentum, Blackjack?
I don't know, right? Like that's the problem with this game is for me, there's just too many unknowns. Like the Pacers aren't themselves without Turner. That's obvious. Oladipo's gone. So this team is still kind of finding their way right now. And then Orlando, I don't trust Orlando at all. Like, nice shot by Cole Anthony. Great. I don't trust him at all. Like this game to me, I have no feel for this game, so I'm not playing this one.
Exactly. Junior, what do you think about this one? No Miles Turner. Are you hopping on the Magic here?
Absolutely not. It's Pacers or nothing for me. We've talked about this for since we started doing the show together. If the Magic is not playing defense, much like the Raptors, they kind of have no shot. And their offense is always bad. Now it's like putrid. Their offense is so shit right now. And I was digging into some numbers, and I love Vooch. I think he's a great big man. But my guy, you average 2 free throws a game, son, as a 7-foot dog. You're softer than a pack of marshmallows, my dude. And then there's no way I could give you a pass for that. Until Vooch becomes more aggressive and starts getting his team easy baskets when they go on the inevitable drought, which they do every single game because their offense is trash. I can't be investing in the Magic. They're not playing defense and their offense sucks. Pacers are nothing for me.
Exactly. Yeah. So the Magic had lost 6 straight games. They're only 1-6 ATS in the past 7. What scares me is that they got out. So they got so much down to the Timberwolves. It shows something that they came back there, and that was part of just the Timberwolves let down. I mean, when the Magic turned up the defense, the Timberwolves don't know how to play against. They don't really run any plays. They're just out there playing basketball. So when you come out there and smack them in the mouth, it didn't surprise us. They came back and won that. They got down 18 to the Timberwolves, bro. Like, how does that happen, man? I mean, they hadn't fared well against the Indiana Pacers here in the past few meetings. The Pacers have pretty much been owning them at the house. The Pacers have won the last 3 games, covered the last 2 at the house. Like I said, it's the last game of a road trip for the Magic as well. I'd only be looking towards the Pacers here. Hate the fact that everybody looking like 77% so far the tickets on it. Still need to see what's up with Turner. He is a true game time call. He really tried to give it a go last game. Sometimes he knows his team really misses him. It is a right hand injury, which means he probably wouldn't be much on offense with a fractured right hand, but they need him on defense, man. I'm telling you guys, I was looking at this game strongly last night. I think the Pacers might be able to get it done even if he sits, but I'm really waiting to see if Turner's in. I think that he might try to give it a go. Won't be 100%, but I like the Pacers in this game. I like the Pacers to get the job done over the Magic. Even if Turner sits out, they still have enough to get it done, in my opinion, in this one. Next game up, my guys, we got the Bulls versus the Hornets. Line opened up at 3.5 for the Hornets here. It's down to 3. Total opened up at 227, up to 228.5. Junior, what you think on this one? Any looks on this game?
Same kind of thought process as the first game, why it's a pass for me. The Chicago Bulls look better than they did last year, but their defense is a damn joke right now. There's not a single player in their rotation that plays any type of defense whatsoever. And in my opinion, that's the type of team that Charlotte needs to thrive. Now, the way Charlotte looks right now, I'm not sure I really want to be laying points. And if I'm just gonna take a step back and just be neutral and not be biased towards what I've seen from Chicago, the Bulls actually match up pretty well with the Hornets. So I'm not really sure. Like, if you like the Hornets, I wouldn't take them at any more than 3. Like, once it goes to 3.5, I would be Bulls. At 3, 1 possession game, I lean the home team Charlotte, but not by much though. I think if Chicago's ever going to get right, this is the type of team they can do it against. Charlotte has no size whatsoever. Lauri Markkanen can get all the open shots he wants. Wendell Carter Jr. should be able to bang a bit. So we'll see. But it's a pass for me. I lean Charlotte at this number, 3.5 or more. I lean Chicago.
Exactly. BlackJack, the Bulls have been kind of hot here lately, won the past 2 games against the Mavs and the Rockets here. They do have the Lakers tomorrow, Junior, but can the Bulls keep it going in this one? Do the Hornets continue to struggle, BlackJack?
I feel like I'm saying the same thing I said with the Magic and Pacers, but it's the truth. There's just I don't trust either one of these teams, and when they're playing each other, this to me is like a true coin flip kind of game, right? Like, the Bulls have had stretches where they've looked pretty good. I mean, they've shot the ball well, and they've played, you said it, Junior, much better than I think last year. And the Hornets have had stretches where they've been really hot, and they've looked like they've got something going there. But then we've also seen 180 degrees from both of them. So I don't know which one of these teams is going to show up tonight on either side of this equation. I just don't really see a way to bet this.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be a very intriguing game, in my opinion. The Hornets hadn't pretty much played in a week. They had one of their games canceled. I think it was that game versus the Wizards. So they hadn't played in a week. They had been practicing though, so it's not like they hadn't been practicing at all or they were quarantining, but still hadn't really played in a week. Like I say, the Bulls, in theory, the better team coming in with better form here of late. The Hornets have lost 3 in a row. In theory, they're going to be the more motivated team, but the Hornets, their offensive team. There's another team where I don't really see playing really a lot of lockdown defense. They got a lot of young guards out there, like the Martin twins coming off the bench. I'm not a fan of that at all. The Bulls had a better bench here. You got Satoransky coming off the bench. You got guys like Porter. I mean, these guys. The Bulls match up well with the Hornets. I can't say that. So it is a coin flip game. one of them is getting a free possession. So I would only be looking towards the Bulls here. I'm not really ever interested in laying the points with the Hornets. Maybe against a lower tier team, not the Bulls. I think the Bulls are actually a step above the Hornets here. So they're on the road. They do have the Lakers tomorrow. As long as they're not looking ahead to the Lakers tomorrow, the Hornets, the Bulls should be able to come in here and get this win. They want to make the playoffs up there in the East. You got to get these types of wins. You finna lose tomorrow 9 times out of 10. So, but it's always a little crazy when teams have that Super Bowl type game tomorrow. It's always a little tricky spot. But yeah, Bulls plus that plus the free points. That's the only way I could look, my guys. Let's get to the next game. We got the Rockets versus the Pistons. Oh, somebody asked about the total. If you listen to what we were saying in that Bulls versus Hornets, we can only take the over. Neither teams are necessarily stout defensively, so we can only take the over. This Rockets versus Pistons game, my guy, line opened up at 3.5, down to 3 here. Some money towards the Rockets here, man. And I'll tell you guys, if Christian Wood was in this game, I'd be smashing the Rockets. Like
100%.
In all honesty, when he's out, I was like, I still kind of like the Rockets here, but I probably nothing nowhere near strong. I really needed that revenge angle with Wood going back to the Pistons. They're showing him what he got. He's not going to be in there, but they still have Oladipo and those other guys. What are you thinking on this one, BlackJack? Any look on this game?
Slight lean to the Rockets, but like you, I'm not going to play this one. I want this Rockets team to be at full strength already, right? Like I want to see them with what they've got and kind of let it gel together and see how it is, because I think it's going to be really interesting. But it's like, we've got Wall out. We've got Christian Wood out now. Like, I just want to see them together. And Detroit, I mean, good God. Watching Detroit basketball these days it's a tough experience. I mean, that just, it really is. I haven't had a lot of fun doing it. I would lean Rockets, but I'm not playing this. This is not an official play for me.
Got you. What you thinking here, Junior? You think the Pistons have been playing a lot better here lately? Players like Josh Jackson starting to come around to form. Blake Griffin's looking like an all-star. Nah, I'm playing with this shit. I'm playing with the Blake Griffin shit. That was just for jokes there, Junior. What you think here? Pistons at the house minus the short at the house versus the Rockets minus short number?
I gotta look around and make sure not too many people are hearing this, but I'm on the Pistons. I can't even believe I just said that out loud, but my money's on it, so it's real. Listen, I've watched a lot of the Pistons games, and if there's one thing I could say about them, I respect how hard they play. They're scrappy. And this play is 50% me thinking that the Pistons, well, first of all, not thinking, I know. The Pistons are only 3-11 on the season, but they're 7-6-1 ATS. They've busted a couple of my spreads already this season. And even though I think this weird experiment where Jeremy Grant is basically their go-to guy now, taking like 18 shots a game, I mean, dude, he's averaging like 25 and 6, and he's shooting like almost 40% from 3. So if you got to give Dwayne Casey one thing, he's not going to be like, oh, well, just because Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose are the two names, I got to go through them. He's like, nah, y'all can't do it. Next man up. So as for the Rockets, I have to fade the Rockets without Christian Wood. I have to fade the Rockets without John Wall. I have to fade the Rockets as long as DeMarcus Cousins is a non-factor. They got no Daniel House. Who the F plays for the Rockets? What style do they play? What is going on in Houston? I know nothing about Houston. I know Detroit they're not great, but at least they have a competent coach and an identity, and they're going to play hard for 48 minutes. I think they're actually being undervalued here because I think the Rockets are that bad. So Pistons, I got them at 2 though because I took it last night. I got Pistons -2 at home.
Got you. Yeah, intriguing game, man. Intriguing game. If it was me, I'd be taking the Rockets here. Like I said, I really want to take – I still like the matchup for the Rockets here. If Wood was in there, when I tell you I'd be all over this shit, I'd be to smash this shit until it was Rockets -1. I'm dead serious with you. He's a huge miss out there, but you still got P.J. Tucker who's going to play here, DeMarcus Cousins, Tate who's been balling, Gordon, he's really streaky, Oladipo, you got to get going, man. So I can't say I'm I'm not off the Rockets train yet. I mean, I haven't bet them, but I'm still waiting to see them catch their stride. I still think when they got Kevin Porter Jr. over there from the Cavs. I still like this team. I like the way they're coached. They never really give up. They could have easily gave up again. That's something that they showed me here. Why I had to look into them their next game. That game versus the Suns, BlackJack, they could have got blown out by 20, 30 points and really showed something to come back to damn near cover the spread. I mean, if they was at 5.5, they missed it by a hook. They really showed some fight in that one. Yeah. So, and Wood, he came back from an ankle injury in that game. I really wish he was in here, but it does make a big difference him not being out there. See what DeMarcus Cousins to do. I'm not ready to lay points with the Pistons, guys. I'll tell you that right now. If they taking points, they're a scrappy team. They got to come in here and win by margin. Not with my money. That's just me. Let's get to the next game, my guys. We got the Heat versus the Raptors here. A little revenge spot for the Raptors. It might not have Siakam here. Siakam is questionable for this spot. He did get the win, 111-102 in the last game, BlackJack. What do you think? The Raptors get some revenge here? Hero might come back for the Heat as well.
Yeah, I listen. I was on the Raptors in the first game of this and got burned by it. I'm going to be gun shy here in the second game, just because, like you said, we don't know if Siakam is going to play. You don't know if Hero is going to play. We know Butler, Bradley, and Leonard are out. I mean, there's just too many variables in this game that we don't have the answer to, right? Like, this game could look like a lot of different, versions of itself by the time it tips off. So I don't know we have critical players that I don't know if they're playing, so I can't play this.
Got you guys. Yeah, I know I'm not playing it, Junior. What you think about the total? This total opened up at 220.5 up to 222. Raptors seem to be playing a little bit faster here, Junior. Any look on the totals or the or side in this game?
Yeah, I actually have Raptors minus 2.5. One of the first times I've been on the Raptors all season. I've been way, way off them. I can't really see a situation where they lose to an undermanned Miami team twice in a row at home. Pascal Siakam being questionable. Listen, I don't need an injury report. Everything about Pascal Siakam is questionable to me. So I actually kind of don't care that he's not playing. I just think they'll play even faster. He is the one guy on that offense that tends to hold the ball for a bit too long for my liking. So I think they're going to come out with some defensive intensity. And they need wins. They can't be losing games to teams that are not as good as them. The Miami Heat are much better than them at full strength. They are nowhere near full strength. Losing 2 of these games in a row is unacceptable. I'm on my revenge game J tip. Give me the Raptors.
Hey, the revenge game's been hidden, man. Especially in that first half. The first half, the team really comes out pissed, man. That's just something going back through the years. They just, they usually come to play in their first half and win the game. So I couldn't talk anybody out of that. It's real tough taking a team to beat another team back to back. Unless they're just really are better, it happens sometimes, but they're that much better. But it's no play for me in this one. The Heat kind of seemed a little sluggish in that last game, so it's nothing for me. I definitely understand where Junior's going with this one. If Siakam does sit, it could open up some spots for the other some other players. So we don't even know if he's out for sure yet. So the Raptors could be coming in here with some revenge. And like Junior say, this is the time to beat up on the Heat when they don't have obviously their best player, Jimmy Butler, and they're just missing a lot. They're down a lot of bodies. The chemistry in there. They're missing Avery Bradley as well. So the Heat is tough, man. They did win that first one though, so they surprised me. But it's no play for me on this one. I maybe look towards the under, but you guys know I don't really like them totals, man. I don't like them totals. BlackJack, if you had to play a total here, what would you look at, over or under?
I've been playing this under, yeah. I think that these two teams, when they get together, it's a pretty good matchup for an under, and you're getting a number at 222 that I think is actually a really nice number here. It's close to being a play for me at under that number.
Got you. What do you say? The Pelicans got smoked twice by the Jazz. Yep, second half. Jazz came to play in the second half. You looked at the game. Pelicans actually came to play in that first half, my guy. One Abel in the chat say he liked the Bucks today too. Yeah, that game got canceled, bro. I hate to save you that, but you ain't even got to look at that game no more. That game canceled, my brother. Next game up, we got the intriguing game. This might be the play of the day, man. This might be the play of the day. I'm not fucking around no more. We got the Nets versus the Cavs here, man. The Cavs just beat them. Colin Sexton just did what he does. You see what I'm saying? And I know this. I know that Colin Sexton is a baller. Ever since the Alabama days, the tournaments, all that. Guy's a baller, man. He had a little slow start to the NBA, but I'm telling you, the guy's a baller. He just went over there and disrespected the Nets. He broke the coming out party, all that shit. It just rained all on their party. Nets gonna be pissed today, guys. What's up, my God knows the guy. The Cleveland here, they were getting 9.5, 10 at first. Now it's down to 7, 6.5 here. What do you think? What do you think, BlackJack? Did the Cavs get another win here over the Nets?
Nope, love the Nets here. Taking the Nets -7, first official play of the day. Love the Nets here. Off a loss, and I love it even more with Durant out. I'm gonna bet this Nets team anytime I see one of those three out, because I think for the immediate future, it's going to be easier for them with two of the three in there. When you have three guys out there and they're all trying to incorporate and work into a rhythm, there's a little bit of a struggle, right? Like it's just, we've seen it over and over and over with different teams. It's a little bit of a struggle to incorporate the third guy. When there's only two of them, it's not hard. Right? We saw it with Harden and Durant when they were on the floor together. We saw it with Durant and Irving when the season started. I will take this team anytime there's two of the three for the next couple of weeks. Durant's going to get some rest tonight. I think Kyrie and Harden will go nuts and will bury the Cavaliers.
Gosh, somebody say, man, Sexton broke my heart the other night, man. Hey, it happens like that. It happens, Junior. What you think? Sexton bring that magic tonight, or the Cavs? They've been scrappy here at the house. Now no KD. Interesting that BlackJack says he loves it even more that KD's out. Junior, what are you thinking on this game?
Yeah, I lost a lot of money on that last game. I had, the Nets as an official play. Then I live bet it for several units while I was watching the game. So I still got a real sour taste in my mouth from that game. One of the main reasons was all the turnovers that the Nets had. I think that people are making it too much of a big deal about the amount of shots Kyrie took versus James Harden. I think James Harden's really doing his best to try and fit in. Mm-hmm. I think without KD, James Harden would look to attack a little bit more. And I just don't think that the Cavaliers can play at that level 2 straight games. Colin Sexton is a player. He's definitely a baller. He was playing out of his mind in that first game, which is going to be a problem for the Nets for the simple fact they don't really have anybody that could stop a guard that's like, with Sexton's makeup. I'm off this game for now. I have a lean to the first half. I'm allowing my own personal bias, though, to come into play in the sense that the amount of money I lost on the first game, I don't know. I kind of just want to see the Nets play a little bit more before I invest in them again.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's going to be tough to take the Nets here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be tough to take them or see value in them here early with their new big three or whatever. Now we do. And all honesty, I mean, what BlackJack said there sounds crazy as hell. They loves it even more without KD. But if you really look at it, when those three guys on the floor, it's only one basketball. It's going to be tough. Like a lot of standing around. Now, when you kind of lower it down to just two of them having to get along with the rest of the team, it's actually going to be a lot easier between the two. We know KD is a bucket out there pretty much every time. He can touch the ball. They need a bucket, they can go to him. Now the offense actually may flow a little bit more better. It may not be as much one-on-one ISO ball, a lot more pick and roll, a lot more flow. They're coming out pissed. They just got their ass handed to them in double OT. They know how Sexton, you know what I'm saying? Kyrie pissed, bro. He just did this shit with his own jersey on, bro. Like, stop all that, man. Number 2 for the Cavs. Hey, I'm the new number 2, and I just balled on your ass. It really should have called a foul on this one side. You come up on my feet, but they ain't called it. All right, but that's enough, man. Them boys coming out pissed tonight, man. Give me the Nets in the first half. It's a 3 out there, bookmaker. That's what I'm gonna make official. 3.5 for the first half. Nets finna come out here pissed, man. I mean, the Cavs, they're a nice young team. They got a lot of the young players over there that fire that Sexton had is somewhat like Jamal Murray in the bubble over there. Once he's gone like that, you bottled that fire then. I don't think it's going to be there tonight. He might go for 20, 25, but not no damn 40, man. They're going to be out to stop him for sure. Jared Allen and Prince still have their revenge, but the Nets, they're going to come out pissed tonight, man. In this first half revenge spot, I like it. I like the Nets here in the first half to come out there and smack them boys up, man. I'm going to make it official. BlackJack like when I say smack them boys up, man, but that's what I think is going to happen. I mean, like, I was watching that last game. Everything went right for the Cavs, man. Everything. The Nets really weren't even getting their calls, man. I'm not gonna say that it was fixed, but the Nets weren't getting really any calls. Everything was going the Cavs' way, man. Maybe we see a little bit more of an even game here, especially with one team coming out. The motivation. Come on now, man. You stop all that. We taking a motivated team here in the first half. Give them to me. The Nets bets. Let's go, my guys. Next game up, we got the Cavs versus 76ers. Intriguing game, man. Very intriguing game, my guys. The 76ers just got some playoff revenge in the last game. They opened up at 4.5 here, pretty much frozen. It's crazy, man. The Celtics, they might be able to get the job done here, Junior. The game was real close. 76ers had to pull away late here. The Celtics pretty much covered the whole game. Junior, what do you think? Did they get the job done this time?
Yeah, we Celtics are nothing for me. I'm still not 100% convinced by this Philly team. I'm still waiting for them to get a quality win. Just go back and look at their record and tell me what quality wins do they have on the season. My answer to that question is not one. Again, they can only play who's on their schedule, so it's not really their fault. But I just feel like in the game that you mentioned, the final score is a bit misleading. The Celtics were covering that the entire game shorthanded. And even though Jason Tatum's not in, I think this group has gotten enough reps together that they're starting to build a bit of chemistry. I think that they can hang around and cover this number. I'm not putting my money on it, but that's my Celtics.
Gotcha. Yeah, Seth Curry is probable to be back. He did say his condition not all the way there, but you think Seth Curry being back is going to be a difference maker, BlackJack?
I don't think it hurts. I'm going to take the Sixers in this game again. I had them the first time they covered, even though I didn't think they would for three plus quarters. I'm going to take them -4.5. I think that Boston played about as well as they could have without Tatum in that first game, and they still lost, and they still couldn't cover it. I think that Curry being back is going to help the Sixers. I think Ben Simmons really gave them nothing in that first game, and I don't know that he can play worse than that. I'm going to go with Philly here -4.5. I think this is just it's a good spot for them. I think they took Boston's best punch and still covered the game.
Got you. It's got Ben Simmons just rubs me the wrong way, man. He's just so inconsistent. He's a good player, but you guys should be. If I'm that big, bro, I'm dominating every game. I don't care if I got to get in the post, man. Dude's damn near 7 feet tall, man. Get the fuck out. All right, I'm sorry. I watched a lot of Ben Simmons at LSU. He was very unimpressive to me, even in college, bro, when he was supposed to be with the best college player out there, man. All right, I'm sorry. That's enough. But no play for me on that game, man. Like I say, Seth Curry, he could make a lot of difference. He did say that he's getting winded here pretty quick, coming off the little quarantine or whatever. But see if he makes a difference maker. There's no play for me in this game, man. It could go either way. The Celtics they seem to own the 76ers, man. Even though they covered that last game, Brad Stevens really got something. He know how to play them boys, man. Mm-hmm. We'll see, though. Like I say, no play for me on that one. Let's get to this next one, man. We got the Mavs versus the Spurs. Very intriguing game to me, man. This might be one of the first bets against my Mavs, man, this season. They're just still shorthanded, man. They still shorthanded. We was able to get the job done over the Pacers, but even that was a close one. And I had to give Pacers credit in that game as well. Without Miles Turner, they still played a damn good game. Mavs had me sweating there for a second, BlackJack. The Spurs here come back to the house. They got a full roster. I think the Spurs been playing better basketball and better form, if you ask me, than the Mavs here lately, BlackJack. Any looks on this game?
Nah, this game to me, like you said, it's a little too close for comfort. The Mavs have had their up and downs while they're working guys back into the lineup. Obviously the injuries, COVID, whatever you want to call it, have been an issue, and they're still without Powell, Richardson, Kleber, and Finney Smith, so that's an issue for them. The Spurs have played reasonably well. I've honestly been impressed by them. I think they're trying to find a little bit of consistency here, but I don't love this spot either way, so I'm going to pass on it.
Gotcha. And the one thing that I don't like Kristaps Porzingis should eat versus LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't like that matchup. But as far as the guards, like with that Murray, Lonnie Walker, Keldon Johnson, I like that matchup versus the Mavs in this particular situation. But Porzingis, he's been looking good. Like he should run circles around LaMarcus Aldridge. It's one thing that does scare me here, Junior. Any looks on this game, my guy?
I would take the points of the Spurs at home. They've been playing good basketball, and like you mentioned, their guard rotation could be a problem with the shorthanded Mavs squad. The Mavs needed Kristaps Porzingis to go nuts in that last game to even cover against the Pacers. So I'm not 100% convinced the Mavs are where they want to be or need to be, whereas the Spurs are playing pretty good basketball. So if I can get points with a team that I think is playing better basketball at home, I'd lean Spurs.
Gotcha. Yeah, my guy Word in the chat saying that the Spurs are a road team. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would just say that a bunch of their games have been on the road. I mean, 7 of their last 10 games have been on the road. They had 3 home games. Like I say, in that stretch, they did lose 2 of them. They won the last one versus Houston. So they have somewhat struggled at the house. I love my Mavs team, but I do think this is a spot where I don't necessarily think that they should be. Like, I was a little surprised seeing them land that 2.5 on the road. They still missing. We should be laying 2.5. We're better than the Spurs, and I say we because that's my team. But when we're at full strength, like we still missing Kleber, Richardson, Powell. Like, bro, we're not at full strength. We had just lost 3 straight games before we played the Pacers,
right,
and it was like a must win. You see what I'm saying? Now we laying 2.5 on the road here. I know it's an in-state rival game. It's always gonna be a big game. We'll always want to beat the Spurs, but I can't say in this particular game it's Spurs or nothing for me. Like, I'm really close. I hadn't taken it yet, but I'm really close to taking that 2.5 with the Spurs. 2. It came down to 2. Some money coming on Spurs. I think that the Spurs will win this game, guys. I really do think so. I'm still looking into it deeper. I don't like the LaMarcus Aldridge matchup in this one, but that's the only matchup that I think is in favor of us. They got some, like, what Keldon Johnson is really starting to come to play. Their bench hasn't looked too bad. You can't forget about guys like Patty Mills. Rudy Gay can get you some points as well, 20 off the bench any day. So it's going to be interesting to see how our bench comes to play because, like, Willie Cauley-Stein, players like that, like Trey Burke, hadn't been too bad, but it's just they wouldn't necessarily be getting all these minutes if the other 4 players are in. So let me just put it that way. Right now, Spurs full squad. It's a heavy lean. It's a heavy lean to the Spurs for me, my guys. Let's get to the next game. We got the Thunder versus I'm this close to taking the Spurs, man. We got the Thunder versus the Clippers in this next game. Lined, Jay Rich definitely out. Yeah, bro, they still out, man. They still out. We got the Clippers laying 13.5 here. Total opened up at 220 down to 219.5 here. We know OKC is a damn good defensive team. They're not really good offensively here, Junior. What do you think here? You think that they can slow down the Clippers? Clippers been in a different realm right now.
Yeah, I can't get in the business of laying this many points. So this is a pass for me. I might live bet this game, I guess. Just see if the Thunder could get hot a little bit early and just get a better number. But I'm sure the Clippers will probably smash them. But like, there's just too many points for me. It's too rich for my blood as a pass.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a boatload of points. BlackJack, we can't, like, I looked at this game a few times. I'm like, bro, it's a shitload of points. I do think, I mean, the Clippers are double digits better than OKC. It's just OKC, they're gonna come to play, bro. They got SGA out there, they got Dort, couple of players they can throw on you know what I'm saying, on Kawhi and PG. Mm-hmm. Well, Dort's gonna be on one of them pretty much the whole game. Gotta stay out of foul trouble, BlackJack. Yeah. What do you think here, man? It's
too much. It's just too much. Like Junior's right. Like I saw this line and I just said, what the hell are we doing here? Like, I can't lay it. I mean, Oklahoma City's not god awful. I mean, they can play. They're a professional team. I mean, this is too much.
What'd you finna say, Junior?
NFL game.
What'd you say, Junior?
This is too high of a spread, even if it was an NFL game.
Yeah, right. Right. I wouldn't lay this in a football game.
Come on, bro.
I mean, OKC coming off a terrible outing in Denver as well. Like I say, this team's gonna play hard. I talked a lot of shit about OKC earlier this year. I'm still gonna talk shit about them. I don't think they're very good. Like offensively, they're shot. Like it's SGA and like they need George Hill to do some stuff. They need Baisley. Like when you have Baisley out here starting, it's like what are we doing here, man? Al Horford's still out as well. He might miss the next few games. Valo say Mavs win and cover tonight. Hey, they could, man. They could. Okay, see, easy. Yeah, if it's me, I'm taking the points here, man. If you watch that game versus the second game versus the Kings stayed with the Clippers there. They had to pull away in the second half. There was not more of the Clippers. That was the Kings just pissing away. Just they didn't have any answer for them. They got punched in the mouth. Okay, see, I feel like it's a little bit harder for them to get like out muscled by the Clippers here. Clippers have got the best defensive starting five in the league, in my opinion. Here, they've won 5 straight games, covered 3 straight. This is the first game of a little home and home matchup. So I think that 13.5 is too rich, man. If it's me, if I'm taking some on this game, if I had a free bet, I'd be taking that 13.5, my guys, with OKC. Might look to an under there too. OKC really struggles to score, but they're going to bring defense, pretty much defensive effort the whole game that they're out there. So this one could be a little bit closer than the odds makers thing. And if Clippers don't come to play, come in motivated, get up for this game, hey, OKC could possibly shock them boys, man. I saw something come up on my Lowry questionable. Lowry's been downgraded to questionable, so this is just something with exactly. Jay beat the flu in his bag. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The energy is back, man. I don't know whether it was the flu or what, man, but yeah, the energy back, my guys. Lowry questionable. It's something huge, my guys. But let's get to this next game, my guys. Let's get to the next game. What we got now? Let's go through this Nuggets and Suns game, my guys. Mm-hmm. You have anything on this one, Junior? You have anything on this Nuggets versus Suns spot?
I don't, and I took a long look because I'm still a believer in the Suns, but they've slowed down. It's kind of hard to ignore that fact. Not sure why most of the money seems to be on Denver because I don't know what about Denver convinces anybody. By the time this game starts, I'm probably going to have my money on the Suns, to be honest. It's just not official yet.
Got you, man. We got a couple of people in the chat. Vladimir John Ramirez and Tony Based. I'm going to have to give y'all some credit if Thunder do win. They both saying OKC money line in the chat, man. So, hey, if you like the money line, just go ahead and take the points. A lot more comfortable there, taking that 13.5, BlackJack. Damn, I gotta check that money line now. I just want to see what it is. BlackJack, what you think on this? What you think on this Nuggets and Suns spot, man?
I have an official play on this game. I'm gonna take the over. I got it at 218.5 last night. I would play it up to 220. I think that we've seen what Denver can do offensively. They're incredible offensively. They're also equally as incredible defensively on the other end of the spectrum. They're awful. And I think that when you give a team like Phoenix, who, I think a lot of us, at least I think back to Phoenix in the bubble when they went 8-0 and, kind of just letting it fly from 3 all night long. This Phoenix team has been a little more deliberate. They've played a little more defense with Monty Williams. But I think that when a team that can score like the Suns is going up against a defense like Denver's, knowing that Denver is going to put points on the board, I think we're tailor-made for an over here, and getting it at anything 220 or under seems like a steal.
Got you. Yeah, so the damn money line, I'm seeing it at plus 790, plus 700, plus 790, plus 837s at Bookmaker. So, hey, that damn, man, if you like that, let's see where you see the injured player update. Beat writers on Twitter, bro. That's where if you want inside info and get it, I'm saying, like real quick, the beat writers on Twitter, bro. That's where I follow like 2 or 3 beat writers from every team, and I had a notification. So that's how I have it come up on I'm not doing no injury reports, none of that old fishy shit, man. I want the beat writers. I need the inside info, the reporters from the team. You dig what I'm saying? Let's see. Jay Money, thank goodness Friday, my guy. Yeah, I hope it's payday, man. Von Henry, Nuggets first half, #1 net rating, offensive rating last 7 games. Nuggets been balling lately. I'm telling you, when I'm looking at this game here, I just gonna give you guys my breakdown with it. This little revenge spot as well. So I remember the Suns coming. I hopped on the Nuggets. I went against everybody. It's cool, man. When I take them losses going against everybody, I can't feel too bad. But they were laying 3.5 versus Suns. Catch them in the back-to-back spot off the Jazz. They lost that game. They came all the way back to they only lost by 4. It's a competitive game. Now this is the revenge spot for the Nuggets, though. In theory, you know what I'm saying? They've been playing a lot better ball. They're not that same team as when the Suns caught them last time. Now look, Campazzo off the bench. I was talking shit. He coming to play now. He's coming to play every game. He looks good out there off the bench. Oh, yeah, Michael Porter Jr. might be back tonight. Not saying it's going to be huge, but it definitely helps a team like Denver. But without him, the Nuggets have gotten it together, guys. I'm watching this team. They're balling now. They're coming to play Jokic, Murray, even Millsap, the older player. They're coming to play pretty much every game. JaMychal Green. They don't have a Torrey Craig or Jeremy Grant anymore off the bench or Plumlee, but they do have JaMychal Green, and he's been light years for them defensively off the bench. This team is coming to play lately. The Suns, it's crazy, but they don't necessarily look all the way right to me. I know they're coming off the games canceled. Wasn't gonna be right versus the Grizzlies. Got right versus the Rockets, even though they almost pissed it away. The Nuggets, like I say, they're coming from some revenge here. I think they've been playing the better ball here lately, man. If it's me, if I'm gonna take something in here, it's gonna be the Nuggets here. This line opened up at 2.5 for the Suns. It got bet down to 1. Then it went back up to 2 and then back 1.5. So it's money on both sides here. But I'm one to think that the Nuggets will get some revenge here. I think they'll get this win over the road. Jokic versus Aiden. It's a nice, intriguing matchup, man. But call me crazy. If it's something for me, I would be taking the Nuggets in this game. That's just me. This is what I was looking at all night. My 3 heaviest leans today, other than the official play, was the Nugget. The heaviest games today that I was leaning towards was Pacers, Bulls, Rockets, and Nuggets, my guys. That's what I was looking at super, super deeply that I hadn't made a bet on. But BlackJack, break them off with your official plays, my guy, before we get out of here.
All right, brother. I got Brooklyn -7 without Durant in the lineup. I got the Sixers -4.5. Wow. And Denver Phoenix over 218.5.
Got you. Let me see your 5-point swing from last night. Exactly, Joe. Sharp looks there, BlackJack. Sharp looks, my guy. Junior, what's up, man? Break us off with them bangers, my guy.
Yeah, I had 2 plays that I made early, so the lines might have moved a little bit. I got the Pistons at -2 and the Raptors at -2.5. Those are my plays. I'm a little nervous about them Pistons. I'm gonna be watching that game real close, but let's do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a intriguing game, man. I'll tell you, I'll be watching that game too because I want to see what the I still want to see what's up with these Rockets, man. What are they gonna do? Are they coming to play or not, bro? The Pistons been coming to play every day, so the Rockets been not coming here with that little bullshit. The Pistons gonna blow y'all ass out the water, man. Jeremy Grant, his props is hitting like the last 7 games, man. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying just blindly tell it, but just go look at them Jeremy Grant props, man. He's their go-to guy. It should be somewhere around 23.5, man. He's been balling. That's the only thing I'm saying. 7 in a row. Something you want to look at. But yeah, if it's me, I'm Nets first half is gonna be my official play. I'll say 3.5. That's most people had it 3.5. I don't think it'll come down to it. So I think they should be up by the way I'm looking at it. Nets coming out to play. I think they'll be up by 10 at the end of the first half, man. Never look back. I might hop on the Nets full game as well. My guy BlackJack just went down to this 6.5. There's going to be some people on the Cavs here. I can see it. I think Nets, this is the game that they're, you know what I'm saying, coming to play. Yeah. I like the Nets here. I really like the Pacers today as well, man. I'm going to be waiting for Miles Turner news. He could possibly come in. It's going to be a true game time call, guys. Last time I said if Turner's out, you smash the Mavs. This one's Turner in. You smash the Pacers, guys. I'm telling you, I like the Pacers even if he's out. So if he's in, I love it even more, guys. I really like the Bulls today. Hopefully they don't have a letdown versus have a look ahead because they do have the Lakers tomorrow. I think they're the better team. No Wendell Carter Jr. Tonight for the Bulls, so it is a disclaimer there. They still got Gafford. They still got some balls over there. Thaddeus Young. Bulls got You look at the Bulls team, guys. Not to talk too much, but I'm ending the show, man. The Bulls got a deep ass squad, man. Like seriously, bro. They got a deep squad, bro. Like Bulls got some ballers over there, man. We're gonna see tonight if the LaMelo ball is too much for them, but they got the guards to match up well with them. Lean to the Rockets. Let's see. If Larry's out, yeah, I'll probably be on that. If Larry's out, then I might hop on the Heat there. He's their heart and soul. He's the heart and soul of that team for sure. No flops in the game. Probably won't be any flops in the game if Larry's out. Yeah, Nets first half, like a full game. Let's see. Lean the Spurs. Lean Nuggets as well. And I might get there with OKC, man. I think this might be a little scrappy game for OKC plus that 13.5. So this, you guys got it, man. The leans official play Nets first half, man. Let's cash this Friday. Let's get some fucking money today, man. I'm getting my energy back. I'm not fucking around, man. It's time to go on another 19-2 run. Let's get this cash, man. We appreciate y'all for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hopefully you follow, tail, or fade, man. We appreciate y'all for watching. Come back and holler at us tomorrow, man. We gone.